Hello and welcome to my 2022 update video. I have a few things I want to touch on. I wanted to do a video just to let you know what's going on with the future of the channel, future of everything. So, let's get right into it, shall we? First of all, I want to thank absolutely everybody. I want to thank everybody on my Patreon. You've been amazing. Your support's been great. Everyone who's ever brought me a coffee on Ko-fi, thank you so much for that. Anyone who's ever subscribed to my assets on the workshop, it's amazing. Everyone who's thumbs up on the workshop, amazing. Not so much people that press the thumbs down, but thank you for still visiting my asset, I guess, and giving me a talking point. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you to everyone who's liked the video. Thank you to everyone who's commented. Thank you to everyone who's been supported and supportive within my journey here on YouTube and everywhere else that I've been putting content up. Thank you to all my Twitter followers. Thank you to all my Facebook followers. Thank you to all my Instagram followers. Thank you to everybody. If I missed somebody, I'm really sorry, but seriously, thank you to absolutely everybody. It's been absolutely amazing, and yeah, it's been great. Let me tell you what's going on then, shall we? So my first point is I want to talk about myself. I know it's self-centered, I apologize, but it is all about me, let's be honest. That's why you're here. And no, it's not at all, but I've got to talk about myself. I'll let you know exactly what's going on, why my content hasn't been uploaded as regularly as previously. Obviously last 2 years, 2020, 2021, we were locked down a lot, so not really doing anything. I was made redundant, so I wasn't working and I had time to do all this stuff. I don't anymore. I'm now working full time. I work 5 days a week and occasionally 6 days a week, and sometimes I work late into the evening, so I don't always get time to actually do this. So I try to do as much as I can when I can. And currently, at time of recording this video, I'm on holiday. So, there's that. So, I'm trying to do as much as I can. I've done 2 videos. I'm working on something new, which I will come up to towards the end of this video and let you know. But yeah, so not as much going up as I'd like. Second point in myself, the update on me is, I'm also trying to lose a lot of weight. I'm quite an overweight man, so I'm trying to lose it, and I've been hitting the gym every morning, trying to exercise, eat healthier, and that's taking up time as well, so finding time to do it. Now, I am still planning on a minimum of every 2 weeks. Now, if I can get every week, I will. If I can get 2 videos up a week, then I'll do that. Now, I'm also looking to do other things, which I'll touch on at the end. My second point I'd like to point out is Gigabyte. Now, I don't know what's happened, but it's save game's broke. None of my buildings load, which I realized was an issue with Toggle It, so I've replaced that, and now I'm getting heavy lag issues, heavy big issues. So what I've done is I've backed it up and I've stuck it to one side. I'm waiting for a lot of mods to update and a lot of things to change, and I will get back into it eventually once I've sorted it and got it working again to its fullest of where it was before, and going back into it and to be able to finish off the university build and potentially touch up a few things with new DLCs being available and stuff like that. So yeah, but as it stands at the moment, the game is unplayable. It's annoying, and I'm quite upset about it, to be honest with you, but I have put it to one side. I am working on it. I am trying to get it to work, and when I do, I will be back in there, because Gigabyte's my baby. I've been running it for a long time, and I want to see it to its natural end, and I will eventually. But I've got a few videos coming up from Gigabyte. Definitely one that I know of that I've done already, maybe another one afterwards just to see it off for a bit, but it's not done with, it's not over, it's just a hiatus while I fix it. Could fix it within a week, could fix it within a couple of months, I'm not 100% sure, but that's the plan. And to point number 3, Project UK, it's gone, it's dead. Do you know what, it's really sad. Within a couple of days of each other, both my series has died, and it's really upsetting. But Gigabyte, I can come back to. I can fix that. I know I can. Project UK, I can't. Now, what happened was we tried to improve my mod collection. I had a lot of old mods, a lot of things were not compatible. New DLC was coming up. That was going to cause problems. A lot of mods aren't going to get updated. So the idea was to change it and get it working again. So we went through everything. I sat down with the great and amazing Chameleon, who's been a great help throughout all this and has done nothing but support me, and went through all my mods and changed them all. And for a time being, it was working perfectly. That night, absolutely amazing working. We stayed up for a while doing it, and it worked, and it looked amazing, and it was hassle free. And then I loaded it the next day and got simulation error. I thought, oh, it's got to be a mod. So I went in, changed a few things around, tried it again, simulation error, tried it again, simulation error, and I kept trying it and I kept doing it. So I swapped all my mods back to what I originally had, so it was all back to the normal. Load it again, simulation error. Now I'd imagine it's probably an asset somewhere in the build that I've got already down, but I don't know what one, I don't know where it is, and unfortunately I can't, nothing's not loading. There's not an error report that comes up saying this is what caused it. When I look up simulation error on the loading screen, it just tells me it's an error. So unfortunately, that series is dead, which is getting sad because I really enjoy doing it, but I think I can do better. So in a way, it's like a little blessing because I can do better, and I've got an idea to come to, again, far, far into the future, but we can do better, trust me. But thank you for anyone who's watched it because it was really fun to see, but you know, these things happen, sadly. Okay, bad news out of the way. Point number 4, Judgment. First 2 episodes are already up and people have been loving it. It's absolutely great. Now, they are quite far spread apart because it does take a long time to edit. I am currently working on episode 3 and 4. I've got the recordings from Wolf and I'm just trying to mix them in a better way than what I did in the first 2 episodes. But, you know, it's taken off really well. It's done a lot better than I ever thought it would. And I'm amazed, and hopefully once I get to the end of this current story, we can look at potentially moving on to another story. Now, that's something I need to talk to Wolf about and have a conversation whether we want to continue or we want to look at something else. But her support on this has been amazing. It's been a great collaboration. I've really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to where it's going to go in further. But that save game is still working. It's full of a lot of broken mods, but it's still working. And I'm not going to mess about with it until... No, I'm never messing about with that because I don't want to lose that series. I loved it and I love making it. It was so much fun to do, and you know, it's great because that series came from a mistake that I made previously. Now, I keep making mistakes, but they're different ones every time. So it's not the same mistake over and over again. So at least I'm learning, right? Yeah. Okay, number 5. Tokyo University asset. I'm almost done. I've got one building left to do and I'm struggling to find the right building for it. It's a little groundskeeper building in the collections and I can't find a building that I think would really fit that. It needs to be something small, something a little bit, you know, it's still going to fit the aesthetic of the build, but it needs to be something small. Can't be anything really big, and most of the buildings are huge I've done. So, you know, I'm waiting on that last one. And if any of you have an idea of what building I could potentially use, it has to be Japanese, just saying, you know, let me know in the comments, because your help would be great, and I can then look at moving on and getting it released as a bundle and individually, because I'm looking to do both. So we'll get a collection of all the assets individually if people want them, and then a collection of all the vanilla assets, so the vanilla versions of them, because it does work in vanilla as well, so we might as well get them up and running because they are already on the workshop, but they are private now because they're there for testing. And then there'll be a collection of the whole lot in one pack. It'll be a high megabyte pack. Size will be huge, but it is so many buildings, so many different props, so many networks, so many assets. It's taken a lot of work and it's gonna be so cool. And, you know, if you want to see what an update of that looks like, how it's looking so far, all the information is on my Patreon. And that leads me into point number 6. Patreon. Thank you very much to everyone who supported me. I said thank you at the beginning, I'm not going to say thank you again because it means so much to me that you do support me all the time, every month, with your hard-earned money. You support a random guy on the other end of a microphone. So, yeah, seriously, thank you very much. There's some cool assets up there. You've got my friend's pack. I don't know if anyone of you have seen that. I'm sure I posted pictures on Twitter. If not, you may have seen some screenshots from Wolf. She's used them, being a picture and all. And yeah, they're really cool. They were a random idea. I wanted a bamboo fence for something, and so I made it. And then I made a different one, and another one, and another one. And it just went a bit crazy. Also, I've got some cool buildings up there, some new ones. There is, like, I've done this like, Japanese style apartment building. It's really cool. Big, but it's cool, and it looks amazing in the game. So that's over on my Patreon. Feel free to go over and support me, and you can download it. There's so much more in it. There's early access to my videos. There's, you know, assets to yourself. There's stuff coming up. I'm looking this year to start doing live streams on Patreon, and then potentially looking to move over to, like, you know, YouTube live streaming or Twitch streaming as well. I want to, you know, increase what I do and just get out there a bit more. But, you know, I never forget my Patreons. I try to get something uploaded as much as I can when I can, even if it's something random that I've just made because I needed it. Like the Japanese apartment buildings, I needed that, so I made it. Basically, that is it. The same with, like, I don't know if you saw, I released a random billboard, the Super Million Hair, because it's hilarious. And I saw it in Shinjuku when I visited the first time, and it was just so funny and amazing, and I wanted it in my city, so I made it. And you know, that's what I do, and I stick all that stuff up on Patreon first before it goes live in the workshop. So always live. I've got a few other things that I did on as commissions for people that have lapsed now in time, so they'll be going up on Patreon soon for anyone that supports me to be able to download. So head over there and check it out. Okay, point number 7 and my final point, and I'm sure you've had enough now because I just realized it's been about 12 minutes, but this is the last one. The future of the channel. So I wanted to go through this with you. Now, 2 series are kind of been pushed on the back burner a little bit. One's dead, one is still going. I just got to come back to it and fix it and get it working again, which I will do. So Gigabyte is not dead yet. It's still gonna live. Project UK is done though. It's gone. It's kaput. It's gone. It's dead. Judgment still running, still up live. I've got a new project coming up, something I've been working on for a while now, and you know what? That still works, so that's amazing. And that will be coming up. The first episode will be coming up very shortly. And anyone who is on my Patreon would have already seen the very first episode, and you'll know what it is. It's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been enjoying it so far. I've been loving it, actually. A lot of high detail on it, a lot of work going into this, from making the map to, you know, doing it. It's absolutely cool. So that's coming up. Tokyo University is almost done, so that'll be cool once that hits, and that'll be already looking to stream this year as well. Really want to sort of like increase that, as I said, but that is it, guys. That is the update to the current channel for Sakura Nation. I really hope, you know, you've enjoyed all the content I put out recently, and you continue to enjoy everything I'm putting out throughout 2022. I hope you all have a phenomenal year, and all this nonsense and this horribleness that we're currently going through with this pandemic and everything else is over this year. I really hope it ends. I want things to get back to normal. It was quite nice going to the gym this morning and people being there. It was quite cool, you know, but it'd be nice to get things back to normal. Not that I think they ever will be. I just don't think we'll get back to normal as we knew it, but somewhere close, I hope. But anyway, have a good one. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you again very soon.